Alright, welcome back to the channel. As promised, Geodude. This is part 2 of a series which already has 2 installments in it. We're building the Mega Bloks collector sets for Pokemon series. Gonna get everything out of the bag here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to get the instruction booklet out. And we're going to get started here. Again, welcome back to the channel. Hope there's people actually coming and watching the videos. I appreciate it if you do. And if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Try not to lose any pieces. Usually just put our trash off to the side. We're going to open, I think we're going to open bags. Well, let's take a look. These instructions are, okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be building the stand. So we'll go ahead and open bags 1 and 2 first. Excuse the noise. Bags are crinkly. That's one thing. Lego has recently moved to paper bags for a lot of their... Oh, these are rubber. That's interesting. Can't wait to see how we utilize those. Look at that. Just want to reiterate from my last video that Mega Bloks does a lot of really cool, innovative stuff. And speaking of Mega Bloks in regards to Pokemon, just Mega Bloks as a company, they are owned by Mattel. Mattel, if you want to jump in here and sponsor a video, I will not be opposed, because I enjoy these products, and I have to say there's not a lot of exposure from you guys. I mean, no, I don't see any advertisement at all. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. Oh, see, here we go. We got one of the rubber pieces going in already. Very strange. We'll see what it leads to, huh? Yeah, they don't do a lot of advertisement for their products, and I don't know why Mattel doesn't do that. It just seems silly to me that they would kind of let their things go to the wayside. Now, I do want to talk a little bit more, because I did a little more research on exactly what kind of went on with Lego getting the rights to the Pokemon IP and kind of taking it away from Mega Bloks. And Mega Bloks, it was their biggest selling product. Obviously, it's Pokemon. Anything Pokemon's going to sell. Who are we kidding? But a lot of people might already know some of these details. A lot of you might not know that in 2023, Lego, as an independent company, because they're their own company, they're not owned by anybody. They're not a subsidiary. They in 2023 alone, their net profit was $9 billion, and it just really put them in a position where they had a lot of buying power. And so they approached the Pokemon company and said, hey, we want to if you're renegotiating your contract, we want it. And of course, the Pokemon company say, oh, we already have a contract with Mega Bloks, and we're doing pretty good over here. And so they just offered them more money. And that's basically what happened. And now they have their greedy hands on it. I've already talked about that in my last video, and it's something that I'm happy to keep talking about because I think it's absolute crap. And I think that Lego, just as a company, is getting super greedy and need to be knocked down a peg, in my opinion. They're just going, they're going way too far. Again, my opinion. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. And jumped right out of my hand there. Again, I mean, this one's going together pretty smooth. I had a little bit of issues with the Pokédex that I built. Again, both of those videos are already up on my channel. This is going together so quick. We'll see if I even do a second episode on this. We might just fly right through this. Either that or I'll do the base. That's what I'll do. We'll do the base in this episode, and then in episode 2 we'll build Geodude and put him on his base. Fun stuff, though. A lot of fun. Almost missed a step. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, everything's going great. Excuse you. Just took off. Yeah, I just, again, there's a lot of, oh, I see that's just a grip to kind of, oh yeah, that's really grippy. Those little rubber pads, those little guys are, see, and Lego doesn't make pieces like that. Now they make rubber pieces, but they're usually to hold tension in joints or to make rubber band effects. None of their stands have that rubber grip. A lot of people have to make their own stands using tires and stuff like that. It's kind of a common building tactic to do that. So we're going to set this off to the side because it looks like we're working on something else now. And we got this guy. Looks like we're doing, oh, okay. This is going to be interesting. Let's see where this leads us. Now, sorry, I'm just kind of thinking and looking at where things got to go. I heard some interesting news today that I'm going to do a little more research on myself. That PSA is currently in a antitrust suit and being sued because for holding a monopoly essentially over card grading and just how they own 80% of the market share, which is just not acceptable. And nobody seems to really care. That's what it seems like to me. And then you still got people grading, and then their only competitors right now are CGC and Tag, which I have noticed, and nobody else is talking about, that over the past year or so, there has been, I feel like, a targeted campaign against CGC and Tag to discredit them, to drive people towards. It was driving people towards Beckett and PSA, and then PSA bought Beckett, and that's just. Those are my 2 cents on that whole thing, because I just again, I think it was targeted. I think it was not a very good connection there, huh? We'll just keep building and see what happens. How's that sound? But yeah, I think it's been targeted. I think it's been deliberate, and quite honestly, I believe that grading in general is an absolute scam. I think that people that engage in it are toxic to the community, is for all trading card games, not just Pokemon. Oop, lost a piece. Not just Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, it's not just Pokemon. It's infecting every single aspect of trading cards. And the way that people are just trying to take advantage of people that just want to collect it's a lot. It's a lot, and it frustrates me greatly, and I try not to let it get to me again, because like I said, and it's because of how frustrating it is that I have changed the way I collect. And I talked about that in my last video, about how I've just kind of said, I'm just going to collect what I want. And I started collecting with my son, and he, we just started opening the we started opening the Halloween packs, and they're not really worth anything, but that's not the point. Watching him open them and just be excited to open a pack of cards, because that's what it was all about growing up. That's what it was. We just opened up cards, and we were excited to open the cards and have them and put them into our binder. It was exciting, and we lost that excitement, I think, and people started to, what am I looking at here? I'm not seeing the pieces I need. Am I supposed to open a third bag? I don't see the pieces. Hold on. These go together like that. Oh, there they are. They're dark gray. They're not black. Okay. I was looking for a black piece, not a dark gray piece. That just trying to rekindle that kind of excitement, and just not really being like, oh, I didn't get any hits. Oh, for example, I'll give you a close friend of mine hit me up just yesterday and showed me that he went and he pulled the trigger. He bought a Dark Charizard from the old Team Rocket set, and I was like, "Oh, that's super cool." He said, "Yeah, it'll have it'll keep its value. It's a sought after card, blah blah blah." And all I could think was, "You're still lost in it, dude. You're lost in the idea of it being an investment. This shouldn't be an investment. It's a hobby. It's just something we're supposed to want to do to have fun." And that's kind of why I'm doing this. If nobody sees these videos, this is just my way of having fun and getting to build these sets and kind of just talk about things that bother me about the hobby, and and express my issues that I have with people that are participating in it and bad actors. Again, like a lot of people that show up to shows and uh, just make life miserable for everybody else because they need to sell their stuff at the highest price or whatever. They're gonna talk haggle you down, and because you I don't know. You have something they want and they're not willing to pay full price for it, but if they have something you want, they expect you to pay full price for it. And that's why I don't believe in, like, I don't really care for card shows. Now, if it was just a swap meet where we're showing up and I'm saying, "Hey, I got this and that. I'll trade you." If it's just a trade show and people want to trade with me, that's awesome. If we can just trade. But people don't want to do that. They say, "No, we're not. If we're trading in my in my favor, right? If I'm trading you, I'll give you 75% of your card's value, but I'm still expecting you to give me 100% of my card value." And that's not okay. Why are my card's value diminished? Oh, because you want to try to turn a profit. And that's just, it's frustrating. And again, it shouldn't be about trying to turn a profit. That's not right. And I can't imagine anybody else really thinks that it's right either. And so I just refrain, and I try to convince everybody around me to do the same. And it's not working so far, but I also don't surround myself with a lot of people that collect. I only have one really good friend that still collects today. I have a couple friends that used to collect. Matter of fact, one of my friends, I bought his collection from him because he was done. He's done collecting. He didn't want to collect anymore, and he's got other issues and priorities in his life. And he said, "You know what? I don't want these anymore. I know how much this means to you. You can have them." And I gladly and graciously accepted them and gave him, I'm going to give him full market. I haven't paid for them yet. I evaluated them and, I got all their market prices and stuff like that off, from Collector. I use Collector. I don't use TCG Player. I think TCG Player actively engages in trying to scam people. I think it's part of the problem, and because a lot of people know about TCG Player, and so I think that they have I think now this is just tinfoil hat conspiracy. I believe that they're in cahoots or have some sort of partnership with eBay, which also has a partnership with PSA, and so I don't like to use TCG Player to grade card or to price cards. And all right, time to open bag 3 and 4. This is actually going much smoother than the Pokédex did, and maybe it's just because I'm getting used to the way the instructions are formatted. But anyway, so in the case of my friend, and in the case of buying his collection from him, I just went with the first price I saw. I didn't go, "Oh, this is," I didn't say, "Oh, this is only this is lightly played. I'm only going to give you X amount for it. Oh, this is damaged," or whatever. I didn't do that with him. I just, whatever the first price was, that is what I'm going to offer him. Okay? That's the fair way to conduct business in terms of Pokemon, in terms of rarity of cards, in my opinion. And so that's what I'm going to do. Moving forward, that is what I'm going to do. Now, I have made trades where it was definitely not in my favor financially, because it's not about financial gain for me. I've traded cards that were worth a lot of money for cards that were not worth a lot of money because the other card was more interesting to me. And I collect promo cards and stuff like that. And typically, promo cards aren't worth a lot of money. So it was part of my... It was of more interest to me. Let's just leave it at that. It was of interest to me to purchase something that wasn't worth as much money. We got their Dark Gray 4. I don't see it. There it is. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just have a different outlook. Oh, did that wrong. And that's just me. You know, I have a friend that is very much about the whole, oh, this is a good investment. And I don't agree with that ideology as it pertains to Pokemon collecting. Or any type of collecting for that matter. I don't think that that's right at all. I don't think that's how it should be. But again, that's just me, I suppose, because everybody else goes along with it, and I can't change anybody's mind. And trust me, I've been trying. I've been trying to change people's minds, and it's not working out so far. I don't know if you can hear, but again, wife playing Rock Band and on the other side of the wall, and our 18-month-old is just loving it over there right now. She's laughing like crazy. What am I looking at here? How did I miss that step? Huh, I missed a whole page back here. Hold on. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Hold on. Shoot. No. I just need... No. Crap. Alright, hold on. Take all this apart. This was supposed to go right here, not on top. That's another goal of this channel too, is to try to change people's minds about the hobby and change minds about just collecting in general. I don't believe it's going to happen, but I can try. And I'll keep trying. Guess we'll see. Who knows? Maybe one day someone with some actual clout on YouTube will pick up on one of my episodes and hear me ranting about it, and they'll say, "You know what? Yeah, I agree." And then maybe they will help people. Maybe they'll help change people's minds. I don't know. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I can dream, can't I? Hey, could you imagine some big YouTuber or some big streamer or something just being like, "Yeah, I 100% agree with what this guy is saying." Because again, shouldn't the cost of a card be based on its rarity? And I don't know. All right, I already did that. Okay. Green. Green. Dark green. Dark green. Look at that green. It's an interesting color. It's a little off. It's like an olive drab. Just more colors that, just another thing that we're not seeing from Lego. They don't have to innovate anymore. They don't have to do anything. They don't even have to try, man. They have so much money, they just throw money around until they get what they want. That's all they do. You just become another greedy, soulless company. And if you like Lego, you like Lego. I love Lego. I've got a lot of Lego sets. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of Lego sets. But that doesn't mean that I'm okay with their business practices. Matter of fact, the opposite. I really like the company. I'd like to see them not think that they have to control everything. And I mean everything. I was actually really surprised, doing some research. I found out that they dropped their license for SpongeBob and what was the other one? Can't remember. Oh, Ninja Turtles. They dropped their whole Nickelodeon deal because I don't know why they dropped it, but Mega Bloks picked it up. So Mega Bloks has the rights to SpongeBob and Ninja Turtles now, but they're not doing anything with it yet. They say they've been going through restructuring. So we'll see what that means. We'll see if that means anything for the future of Mega Block. I hope it does. I hope that they can come back from losing Pokemon. It was their number one selling franchise, and over the year from 2017 to 2025 is when they lost the license. They put out over 150 sets, and that's pretty impressive if you ask me. But yeah, I was bummed when I must have missed a piece here. There you go. Oh, shoot. Did it again. What do I know? Just a random guy on the internet that nobody's probably ever going to see. Talking about things that people, I don't know, care about it, you care about it. And I want to hear from you. If you don't care about it, you're probably never going to see these videos, so it doesn't really matter. Oh. But you know what's super crazy though? Just learning about how 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 Lego kept trying to sue. Been like 17 lawsuits from Lego against Mega Block for copyright infringement or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they've lost every single time. Every time they've lost. So I mean, what is that? That's probably why they ended up buying. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they ended up buying, getting the rights to. What the heck am I looking at here? Oh, okay, I see. What? It doesn't really hold in there, does it? They're different. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Clippy. This goes on there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though. That'd be funny. Find out that they took the rights. They took the Pokemon IP because they were mad that they kept losing all these lawsuits to them, even though they're huge. I mean, in the same year, so in 2023, when Lego made over $9 billion in profit, Mattel, which is the company that owns Mega Block, made like $5 billion. I mean, so it's like, come on, really, you guys, you needed to do that? Did you really need to do that? Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. There we go. Let's see if I can wedge this. Oh, there we go. I'm looking at. Yeah, that's right. I think. Yep. Okay, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. We just completed bags 1 through 4. We completed the base. Now, this is something super cool about this base. Is not only does it come with his name, Geodude, but we can also switch out for different languages. Pretty cool, huh? English name on there for now. And hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you in the next video.